Waiting for the whistle from Paulo de Oliveira of Brazil to start these two nations' last but one qualifier in this 2014 World Cup qualifying cycle. It's been a wait, it's been a while. 16 years since Colombia last played in the FIFA World Cup. That end is in sight. That wait is almost over. If they win here, even a draw against Chile, and they will qualify for next summer's showpiece. Colombia in yellow, Chile, of course, in red La Roja. The Chileans hoping to qualify for their second successive World Cup. They reached the last one in South Africa. And the first free kick goes the way of Los Cafeteros, the coffee makers, Colombia. 4 previous World Cups. They, in the 90s, reached 3 in succession, 1994 and 98. Also played at the Chilean finals in 62. This now is Marcos Gonzalez, the Brazilian-born centre-half, onto Valdivia. Now Carlos Carmona. Mauricio Isla shoved here, free kick to the Chileans, who come here on a good run of form themselves. They've won their last 4 qualifiers, held the world champion Spain 2-2 in Geneva in their last game of friendly last month. As Valdivia, foul given against Arturo Vidal for the challenge on Abel Aguilar. The stadium is just a solid bank of yellow all around here. All the fans wearing the replica shirts. Yepes with a free kick. Barranquilla has been far from a happy place to come for the Chileans down the years. Just 1 point in this stadium in World Cup qualifiers. Had a famous stuffing here too back in 96. They got beaten 4-1 in the qualifiers for France 98 when hat-trick from Tino Asprilla was their undoing. This is Alexis Sanchez. Takes on and beats Aguilar here. Alexis Sanchez in the mood here, looking for Vargas, can't find him. Luis Pereira away for the Colombians. Wait, 16 years since the World Cup appearance. I think back to that great team of the 90s, the golden generation, the team of Valderrama, of Rincono, Valencia and Asprilla. Of course, Higuita in goal as well, the man of the scorpion kick. But here come Chile with Eugenio Mena. It's deflected away off Cuadrado. Vidal dispossessed very swiftly. And we know from this region, Brazil the host and Argentina are already there. It appears the 2 qualifiers, sorry, 3 automatic qualifiers will be picked from these 2 teams, Uruguay and Ecuador. 5th place team will play off. There's a chance Venezuela can make that playoff, but it's a very long shot for the Vino Tinto. This is Marcos Gonzalez. Now Gani Medel. To the experienced goalkeeper from Real Sociedad here, Brava. The clearance not the best, it's picked up here by Mena. And now it's Carlos Carmona. Arturo Vidal searching long here. Alexis Sanchez cleared away by Pereira for Colombia. Vidal clattered there by Cuadrado, and because of the injury to Napoli's Juan Camilo Zuniga. The game does have a good shape, a good feel so far, as a game with 2 squads of this quality should really. It's Isla. Carmona here was rather rocked by James Rodriguez, and here's Gutierrez! First chance. Teofilo Gutierrez, who's had a tremendous qualifying campaign so far. 5 goals and counting. He got 1 in the win in Chile in Santiago 3-1. And that was nearly another one to add to his ever-growing account. Just put off enough there by Bravo's spreading attention. It was made though by a delicious ball across there from James Rodriguez. Medel. And again, you sense to really sit back and savour this. Sanchez caught from behind there by Yepes, who may well get a card. No, just a warning here. Yepes already has had 6 yellow cards in this qualifying cycle. Now 37, he says he will retire after the World Cup should they get there. Now with Atalanta, a move there from AC Milan to get more, he said, first team action ahead of the World Cup in the summer. There is Arturo Vidal of Juventus, looks for the one of Jorge Valdivia. Yepes away for Colombia. Valdivia was rather waiting there for the foul to come, it didn't. This is Radamel Falcao. Ball given away, and now it's with Eduardo Vargas. Goals in 4 successive qualifiers. On to Alexis Sanchez here. Sanchez, Vargas made the run. And on loan, Vargas with Grêmio in Brazil. He's on loan from Napoli, where he moved for $18 million a couple of years ago. Hasn't really worked out yet in Naples for him. Very much though the first choice attacker in the Chilean national team at present. And Stefan Medina's second cap here, by the way, the young defender. Has been likened to the late Andres Escobar. Indeed wears his old number 2 shirt for his club side Atlético Nacional. Of course, Escobar, his shooting a stain forever on the Colombian game back in '94. This is Gonzalo Jara. Valdivia, who can pick out a pass, he does here. Vargas and Mena, and Vargas having his shirt pulled here by Pereira. Play goes on. Vidal, Carmona, Eduardo Vargas from distance. Wide of David Ospina's goal. Only 4 goals for Grêmio in Brazil so far this season, but as I say, for the national team, in great nick. He got a couple of goals in that friendly match with Spain in Geneva last month, that 2-2 draw against the world champions. His Napoli high point was a Europa League hat-trick last season, but he was loaned out for a whole year to Grêmio. Medel clear. Alexis Sanchez. You see there the shaven-headed figure of the Chilean coach Jorge Sampaoli. Argentine who replaced Claudio Borghi in the early games of this qualifying campaign after Borghi came in to replace the hugely popular Marcelo Bielsa, El Loco. Borghi was a much more defensive, much more conservative coach, and fans didn't take to him, and they really have got behind the new man Sampaoli, who had a good coaching spell with Universidad de Chile, won the Chilean League and Copa Sudamericana with them, and many of these players. Here's Carmona. Valdivia blocked off. Play goes on here with Alexis Sanchez. The playmaker Valdivia. David Ospina of French club Nice joined them 6 years ago to replace the outgoing Hugo Lloris, who of course went to Lyon and is now with England's Tottenham Hotspur. Now here in a free kick for the Chileans. Vidal, back-to-back Scudettos with Juventus, a player who really has grown since the move from Bayer Leverkusen a couple of years ago. 10 goals in Serie A in Juve's second successive title win last season. I think he's got 3 in Serie A so far this year as well. Valdivia. Isla. Alexis Sanchez dispossessed. Now James Rodriguez. Radamel Falcao, clever. James Rodriguez goes again in the centre. They've got Gutierrez waiting, but across into the grateful midriff of Claudio Bravo. Vargas stopped there by Abel Aguilar. Colombia 0, Chile 0. World Cup qualification in the reach of these two nations. Free kick here for the challenge on Valdivia. Back in the fold last month after he was the ringleader of the infamous Bautizazo, the baptism scandal. His daughter's christening a couple of years ago, and let's just say he and 4 other teammates arrived for training the next day with Chile in no fit state. Arturo Vidal, Joan Bossajor, Carlos Carmona and Gonzalo Jara, the other players involved in that, are now restored to the fold. And many felt that the Bautizazo situation helped and get rid of the previous coach Claudio Borghi. Carmona's free kick. Carmona in, not the best. Falcao's block away, and now here is Cuadrado. Gutierrez. Cuadrado caught by Valdivia. So far the game's only real chance has come and gone for Colombia and for Teofilo Gutierrez. Stefan Medina's free kick here then for Los Cafeteros. Ranked as high at the moment as number 5 in the world by FIFA, Colombia. There's Gutierrez. It's away from Vidal. But now possession breaks to Alexis Sanchez. Just overran the first touch, but still takes away the ball from Yepes and now accelerates. Pulled back too there, was it? By Armero. Play goes on. Abel Aguilar. Ahead Gutierrez. Ahead Falcao. Gutierrez playing at the moment with River Plate in Argentina. Moved there this year from Cruz Azul in the Mexican top division. Armero, Aguilar, Cuadrado, in goes Mena now, and away it will come. Eduardo Vargas here through the gearbox, pace, acceleration, and Pereira comes across and covers. James Rodriguez, Pablo Armero. With Isla, and goes Vidal. This now is Abel Aguilar. Armero, free kick. A good contest so far. Just the yellow card was shown there for kicking the ball away to Armero. He did kick the ball away and has his name taken as a result. Peckerman's team are on the end of the first yellow card from the referee from Brazil, Pablo Armero, for kicking the ball away, dissent by action. Here is Gonzalo Jara of England's second tier Nottingham Forest. No league games for them this campaign as yet. Just 3 games in the Capital One Cup, the League Cup in England, for the ex-West Bromwich Albion fullback. Playing as a a third centre-half in this system. It is that 3-4-3 or 3-4-1-2 tonight. That has been the preferred Chilean system from the days of Marcelo Bielsa. James Rodriguez. Now Carlos Sanchez. Falcao. Medina. Barranquilla preferred as the venue for the qualifiers for Colombia, ahead of Bogota, ahead of Medellin. Hot, humid, the way teams don't like it. 5 successive wins here under Peckerman, with a goal difference of 14-0. Here is why he got the yellow card for that descent, kicking the ball away. Mario Yepes. Cuadrado. Falcao takes, shields, looks for Rodriguez here. Isla has made the run here. Alexis Sanchez now will try and find Mauricio Isla. Pereira coming to cover. It is an ageing Colombian defence, certainly. Yepes 37, Pereira 34. There is Pereira now playing in Mexico with Cruz Azul after 8 years with Atletico Madrid. He won a couple of Europa League titles there with the mattress makers in Madrid. Gary Medel now playing with Cardiff in England's top division. Of course, Cardiff a Welsh club. Moved there from Sevilla. And this summer was Malky Mackay's big marquee acquisition, if you like. Bravo clear. Yepes meets Pereira. Took a risk and has been dispossessed here by Valdivia. Valdivia's ball through here, and Vargas caught by Ospina, and that will be a penalty. Goalkeeper gets a yellow card for the trip, and Chile handed a penalty kick here by the referee from Brazil. He feels Vargas was caught here by the goalkeeper. Was he? Yes, he was. Trailing leg, nicked away there by David Ospina, gets a yellow card for it. And a Chile penalty. Valdivia for Vargas. Goalkeeper was rather clumsy. The goalkeeper gets his first yellow card of the qualifying campaign. Big decision made there by Paulo de Oliveira. Arturo Vidal, 10 goals as Italy, as Juventus won the Italian league last season. Arturo Vidal against David Ospina. Under Peckerman here, Colombia played 5, won 5, no goals conceded. Well, now they face a stern test of that record. From the spots, for Chile, Arturo Vidal. Big moment. Vidal buries it. And Barranquilla goes silent. Colombia 0, Chile 1. A win here which would see Chile book their place in their second successive World Cup. Well, they're on their way. Amazing how the noise level has just disappeared with that goal from Arturo Vidal. Well taken, low into the corner, beyond Ospina's dive after the goalkeeper himself gave away the penalty. The first goal they've let in here in Barranquilla under Peckerman in a qualifier. Colombia 0, Chile 1. You can still just hear there the murmurings, just how the Fans have been utterly silenced by that goal for the Chileans. Here's Valdivia. Cuadrado. Carlos Sanchez. Vidal. Now Radamel Falcao. Held up by Medel and Isla. Medel with a big boot away. Well, I guess it's what the neutrals required here, the home team to be forced to come out and attack. This is Radamel Falcao. Armero. "20 minutes gone, and Colombia's big party in danger of falling flat. Of course, they do have one more game after this to get the point they require to qualify. That's when they go to Asunción on Tuesday to face the out-of-sorts Paraguayans. Chile will conclude their campaign on home soil against Ecuador in Santiago on the same night. Carmona. Valdivia. Vargas, clever. Here's Valdivia. Alexis Sanchez! Another one! Colombia's party night is falling flat big time here. What a start for the Chileans. 2 goals clear as they close in on a place in Brazil next summer. Alexis Sanchez doubles their lead in Barranquilla. Well, the Colombians have been up to now invincible in their last 5 matches, but not tonight. Not tonight so far by a long way. Alexis Sanchez makes it 2-0. What a start here for the Chileans. They can barely believe what's happening. How will Colombia respond to this start? Remarkable. Alexis Sanchez adds to Vidal's penalty. A major story here, a major surprise in Barranquilla. Colombia 0, Chile 2, and here they come again. Vidal. Carmona. Valdivia. You do wonder, you saw before the game the Colombian players had their children on the field and all had the feeling of being at a party. Well, they're not there yet. Maybe 1 or 2 were rather presumptuous, because this Chilean team is, make no mistake, one which will do it very well in Brazil next summer. This is Marcos Gonzalez. Many will fancy taking on Alexis Sanchez and Vargas and Carmona and Valdivia and co. It is palpable just how the noise has just died away. All those yellow-shirted fans sitting in silence. Well, he made the big decision to give the penalty. I think it was the right call from the Brazilian referee. Clearly a goal, a decision which rocked Colombia. And here they're caught out again, mistake this time by Pereira. That's in Vargas. Vargas takes a spill. Here's Valdivia. Well, here we have a World Cup story unfolding. Colombia, the kings of Barranquilla in the qualifiers, here suddenly find themselves 2 behind in the blink of an eye. Vidal. Alexis Sanchez skips away, does really well here. Alexis Sanchez, with him Valdivia. There is Valdivia with a rather scuffed effort, which is easy for David Ospina. Armero. James Rodriguez. Led by Medel. Mena. Vidal. It's one of the most remarkable starts to any of the qualifiers for this World Cup in South America. I wonder who saw that coming. Here's Valdivia. Playing now in the Brazilian second division, Valdivia with Palmeiras. James Rodriguez. Gutierrez, well taken here. Gutierrez, across goal where it's met and cleared away. On the line there was Marcos Gonzalez to do what was necessary. Carmona, just caught there by Carlos Sanchez. The win would see Roja qualify for the World Cup. Colombia would still be a point away. And there is a scenario that if the Ecuador-Uruguay game being played right now ends in anything but a draw, they'd qualify if they lost here. Colombia, so even if this one ends in defeat, they may well still qualify tonight. Here's Alexis Sanchez. They are very close. Marcos Gonzalez. Vidal. The team who come fifth will face Jordan over two legs for the last qualification place. All the respect in the world to Jordan, you would always fancy a team from this region over an Asian team. It's Valdivia now for Vidal. Carmona. Medel. You look back at the early miss from Gutierrez, that was a really good chance for Colombia. They'd gone in front early, then maybe a different story would unfold here, but at the moment, it's all about the team in red. That's Medel. You just get the sense, though, it's a happy Chilean squad. As I say, the Bautizazo thing has been put to bed, and they have a coach who plays an adventurous, attacking way which suits the players they have. They look like a team with a smile on their collective face, don't they, Chile? They play a lovely brand of football, as we're seeing right now. This now is Valdivia. Vidal. Sanchez. Isla. Corner ball. Officials all from Brazil tonight. World Cup's first game is 244 days from today. Well, can they find a remarkable third goal here inside the first half an hour, Chile? It's a Valdivia corner. In by Valdivia. Sanchez! Oh, good save, Ospina. Sanchez again! And the goal stands onside. A brace for Sanchez. Colombia 0, Chile 3. Inside the first 30 minutes. It is balmy in Barranquilla, Colombia in disarray, Chile as good as qualified. It really is the most remarkable start here by the team in red. Sanchez First the save, then clearly onside. You see they're level with the last defender. Alexis Sanchez with 2, his team have 3, and they're qualifying in style here in Colombia against a team who are no mugs. Well, the world champions 2-2 in a friendly last month, and once again here Chile saying, look out world, we mean business. Remarkable first half. As we said though, Colombia's defending has not been too clever. What a first half an hour. Here's James Rodriguez. Well, you would say Colombia do have the players to get back into this. Certainly Falcao, Rodriguez, Gutierrez. On the bench, the wonderful young talent of Juan Quintero as well, but 2 from Alexis Sanchez. What a remarkable start this has been for Jorge Sampaoli and Chile in this game. Really shock scoreline, 3-0 up in Colombia. James Rodriguez free kick here as they try and find some semblance, Colombia, of getting themselves back into the match. In by James Rodriguez. And Falcao's header is off target. Long free kick, and Falcao met it. The direction though from a player who's begun his French adventure in good form. Radamel Falcao, 7 goals in the French league so far this season for AS Monaco. His €45 million move from Atletico Madrid in the summer. Looks a bargain. Here's Vidal. Up goes Aguilar. Valdivia, delicious control. Alexis Sanchez likewise here. The Chileans in the mood here, aren't they? Alexis Sanchez. Now Isla blocked by Yepes. It's now, I think, stunned disbelief from the Colombian supports. The noise pre-match was incredible. Well, that's been silenced. I think a few jaws have hit the deck. Valdivia's last corner led to the 3rd goal. There are more in the offing here. Incredible first half an hour. In by Valdivia towards Marcos Gonzalez, headed clear. Carmona. Isla. Alexis Sanchez. Caught free kick in what is a prime piece of shooting territory. Well, how does Peckerman change this, the Colombia coach? Does have on the bench players who maybe could come on to freshen things up and be rather more creative, but then of course you open yourself up to the risk of more goals against. Alexis Sanchez here looking for a first half hat-trick. Alexis Sanchez against the wall, gets a second bite. Vidal. This is Abel Aguilar. Almero dispossessed by Eduardo Vargas, who has scored in 4 successive qualifiers, but not tonight so far. He was brought down for the penalty. Aguilar. James Rodriguez. Gutierrez. James Rodriguez, lovely balance, deflected shot, corner ball Colombia. And now the fans do find their voices again. There is time to save this, certainly. James Rodriguez with a short corner here now to Armero. Makes the angle away by Marcos Gonzalez. Cuadrado. They are missing Zuniga, the regular attacking right wing back today, who's injured, the player from Napoli. Otherwise it is pretty much Colombia's preferred team. They've left out Freddy Guarin tonight. He's on the bench, the Inter midfielder. They did lose their last qualifier in Uruguay 2-0. Vidal's taken a knock. Stretcher being called for. There is Jorge Sampaoli. Little figure, but a coach who really has got the Chilean fans back on side after they failed to take to at all Claudio Borgi, the previous incumbent. I know Borgi felt he had big shoes to fill in replacing Bielsa. He used to say that when the team win, it's Bielsa's team, and when they lose, it's my team. Felt that the Bielsa shadow still loomed large back then, but now it's very much the Sampaoli era. Yeah, the third goal, that header was well saved by Ospina, but then sent back in by Gonzalez, and there to tap in Alexis Sanchez. Vidal being patched up as we now play on with Chile a player light for now. Yes, it would be qualifying in style, wouldn't it, for the Chileans here? 3-0 up in Colombia. First half beyond, I'm sure, their wildest dreams before this. They have won their last 4 qualifying matches and had that draw with the Spanish, the world champions and European champions in September. Cuadrado. James Rodriguez. I mentioned young Juan Quintero on the bench. There's talk in Colombia that they wonder and doubt if James Rodriguez here and Quintero can play in the same team. They are very similar players. You need a change of system to accommodate both. You see that bank of yellow all around the stadium. They came to party. Valdivia, Pereira late. Here's Eduardo Vargas. Ball given to James Rodriguez, and Armero felt he was blocked off, and he was. There's a yellow card coming here too for Mauricio Isla. Isla gets the first Chilean yellow card of the night. The collision here. 1 or 2 heavy tackles going in now. I think it's Eugenio Mena, the injured player. There's Isla, who got that last, most recent yellow card, and it is indeed Mena who's down injured here. Mena of Santos in Brazil, with some of the Neymar money, which came in from Barcelona. It's a situation, as I say, tonight where even defeat would see Colombia qualify. If they lose and the Ecuador-Uruguay game, which is being played at the same time as this one, ends in anything but a draw. Mena there with a bloodied nose. I've mentioned the Bautizazo scandal. Well, it certainly kept away 5 top players from the national team. It did allow 1 or 2 to make their names. One of them here was Mena. The others who came through, the likes of Charles Aranguiz and Marcelo Diaz, who wouldn't have got the opportunity had those players not been banned, I guess. Mena here took a knock in the face. It was a flying boot there. There was no intent at all. As that boot flies up, it caught Mena right on the nose. This is Carlos Sanchez. Luis Pereira. Stefan Medina, and his second cap here, the young defender. Aguilar. Gutierrez. James Rodriguez. Away by Marcos Gonzalez. Alexis Sanchez shimmies, gets away from James Rodriguez. Now Carlos Carmona. Gonzalo Jara. The Chileans, you can see, looking to embellish their World Cup qualification. The flicks, the tricks, all on show here. It will be a party, I'm sure, in Santiago on Tuesday when they take on Ecuador. Valdivia. Vargas again. Carmona, 1 or 2 heavy tackles here going in. The referee has to keep a close eye on, I think, 1 or 2 of them. Just a hint of Colombian frustration. Carmona. Now here to Alexis Sanchez. Arturo Vidal. The last World Cup was Chile's first since '98, when they were beaten in the last 16 by Brazil, and the same thing happened by the same scoreline in South Africa, 3-0 to the Brazilians in the first knockout round. Hoping to avoid, I'd imagine, the host nation. When they reach those finals, which they're going to do next summer. Valdivia, that's lovely. Alexis Sanchez. Now is Pereira's 4th or 5th foul, and he'll be getting a card pretty soon, you'd imagine, on sheer totting up. Just yet. He will grace the World Cup, Alexis Sanchez, as will his teammates. And back on, the officials content the blood is not flowing anymore. Carlos Carmona has placed this free kick. He got his first goal for the national team in a game with Egypt back in February. His only international goal so far. Midfielder from Atalanta, and is a teammate of Mario Yepes this season. Carlos Carmona's free kick. It's come a long way. Quite run to Vidal. Sanchez for Cuadrado. Now very quiet so far, Radamel Falcao. It was his decision to give the penalty the game's fulcrum, the game's turning point. Now ticked towards the last minute of the first 45. Medina. Foul there by Alexis Sanchez. Mario Yepes. Carlos Sanchez. James Rodriguez. Armero. Armero's cross. Carmona's block off the thigh almost there, and Gary Medel completes the job. Yepes back in. James Rodriguez, lovely control. There's the cross. Falcao! First real glimpse of Falcao in this match comes in the 45th minute. Delightful cross, good connection, just wide. Very close here for Colombia. They do have players who can turn this game. When you have a Falcao and a James Rodriguez, nothing's a lost cause. Here's Gary Medel. Yepes clear. Carmona in tenaciously. Vidal. Valdivia. Now Mauricio Isla. Valdivia. Carmona. Vidal. Eduardo Vargas. Vargas, Vidal dispossessed. Now the break led here by James Rodriguez, ahead Falcao and Gutierrez too. James Rodriguez, Falcao, Cuadrado, and still Cuadrado shot! Turned away by the diving Bravo. Just one or two better, brighter Colombian signs towards half-time. Not over yet, this qualifier, make no mistake about that. Corner ball Colombia. And it goes towards Yepes. Armero. Alexis Sanchez for Arturo Vidal. Is there a chance here for one more Chilean counter? Isla, Alexis Sanchez. Eduardo Vargas. Vargas here, space for Mena. Mena's cross deflects off Sanchez, corner ball. So the Chileans here are now into the 3rd minute of first half added time. There have been some stoppages. One, of course, for Mena to have his bloodied nose put back together. What a first half here, though, for those of a Chilean persuasion. Fantastic display. It might get better yet before the break. And then Medel in there. Vidal. Valdivia with the corner. Medel comes short. Valdivia. Well, Vidal being held. Play goes on here with Valdivia. Mena dispossessed. And Valdivia caught late here. Card coming too. Yellow card shown here to Cuadrado. Now he will miss the last qualifier away to Paraguay. Still the argument rages. Cuadrado cautioned for this. It's been in many ways a bruising first half. 1 or 2 yellow cards flashed by the referee from Brazil. But the whistle ends a remarkable half in Barranquilla. Colombia, who in 5 previous qualifiers had won all 5-0, well here they're 3-0 down to Chile. Vidal penalty and 2 Alexis Sanchez finishes. A quite remarkable first half. They score at the break. It's Colombia 0, Chile 3 in Barranquilla.
This program is brought to you by Bet365.com, the world's biggest online sports betting company.
If you haven't joined the world's biggest online sports betting company, you need to ask yourself, sheesh, why have I not joined the world's biggest online sports betting company? Bet365.com, the mother of all betting sites.
This Wednesday on Setanta Sports, watch the final match day of the 2014 World Cup qualifiers. From the European and South American campaigns, where everything will be decided, including automatic qualification and playoff places. A live, comprehensive lineup of all the action and the key games from the final match day of the 2014 World Cup qualifiers. This Wednesday on Setanta. Argentinian Primera on Setanta Sports.
Australians are remarkably generous with charity donations. Introducing a revolutionary not-for-profit donation hub, Donate Planet. Please register your charity now at donateplanet.com. Together, we can make a world of difference.
Change is coming up in town, where the troubled young and the jaded old. We're gonna step right up and roll on out. We're moving up, so come on down. Roll on out, roll on out.
Shattered dreams in its path. The predator has become the prey.
Puts it up. Puts it in. Alley-oop to Griffin. Throws it
The NBA
down.
returns October 31st on ESPN.
The Football Championship live next weekend on Setanta Sports, with new signing Steve McLaren taking his Rams by the horns as Derby take on Watford. Then it's to Elland Road as Leeds take on Birmingham. The Football Championship next weekend on Setanta.
Hey, check this out. Boom! The mother of all betting sites. Horse racing, AFL, rugby, cricket, live streaming. Hey, man, I could go on here forever. Oh, hello. Nice. Bet365.com, the mother of all betting sites.
The Scottish Premiership continues next weekend with a live doubleheader. First up, it's to Easter Road as Hibs welcome champion Celtic, followed by Dundee United's trip to Pittodrie to take on Aberdeen. The Scottish Premiership live next weekend on Setanta. This program is brought to you by Bet365.com, the world's biggest online sports betting company.
The Chilean team unchanged for the second half, and what a first half they had. Vidal's penalty, 2 from Alexis Sanchez, 3 goals up in Colombia. Referee Paulo de Oliveira of Brazil will start this second half for us then in Barranquilla. Now Chile hoping lightning will strike twice. Only one ever qualifying win in Colombia before. That was at this stage 4 years ago when Marcelo Bielsa's team came to Medellin and won 4-2 to qualify for South Africa. They've never won here in Barranquilla. They are now 3 up. Here's Isla. Valdivia. Now Eduardo Vargas. It's Pereira. Now Freddy Guarin's first touch is coming on. Together, half-time change McNally Torres. Here's James Rodriguez. Rodriguez, Torres, sold Guarin short, Valdivia. This is Eugenio Mena. Gonzalo Jara. Hasn't played a league game this season at all, Jara. Of Billy Davis's Nottingham Forest in England's second tier, but still very much a first teamer for the national side. Here's Radamel Falcao. James Rodriguez spots and finds the run here of Teofilo Gutierrez. Gutierrez, Armero, James Rodriguez, given away though. Comes back to Freddy Guarin. Vidal going together there with Guarin. The decision goes Colombia's way. If they get one back, they have the players certainly in this team who can hurt and can produce. Don't write Colombia off in this match just yet. James Rodriguez on this dead ball. Rodriguez, teammate of Falcao at big spending Monaco in France. In by James Rodriguez here. Towards Yepes. Falcao's header cleared away by Carmona. There's Armero. McNally Torres, Mario Yepes, Cuadrado, James Rodriguez with a shot. So 3 behind here, but 2 signs of rallying in the second period. There's Mauricio Isla. Away by Marcos Gonzalez. And there's 2 half-time changes. Aguilar and Medina, the 2 to make way. All the midfield strength of Freddy Guarin and McNally Torres. Sanchez. In goes Mena now. It's Carmona for Valdivia. Jorge Valdivia, promising run. Guarin looks to counter. Falcao, neatly done. James Rodriguez. If they do get that one back, and they will believe they can rally and produce something. Barranquilla has been such a fortress for Colombia in this qualifying campaign. Not tonight. James Rodriguez, McNally Torres. Torres again. Pablo Armero. In goes the cross, Gutierrez, and well watched by Claudio Bravo there. He had to be alert. That ball was in the cross's goal. Had he left that would have crept in. Had to be alert and aware of who was going to touch that. If anybody did, our spinners dining header clear for Colombia. It was a fantastic Chilean display in that first half. Can they reach those standards again in the second though? Here's Torres, Cuadrado, Medell's block away. Absorbing contest. Eduardo Vargas, stopped by Pereira, who still hasn't been booked. He's now made, by my reckoning, 4 or 5, maybe more fouls in this contest. Normally a persistent foul play will at some point warrant a card for the sheer number of fouls given away. Next goal in the game, you sense, will determine how the half is going to pan out. If it goes to Chile, then game over at 4-0, but if Colombia do pull one back, it could well be the touch paper being lit. Valdivia's free kick in towards Marcos Gonzalez, punched by Ospina, and there's a foul here. Yepes was caught. Brazil-born Marcos Gonzalez, he moved to Chile at the age of 2. Does play his club football in Brazil with Flamengo, born in Rio de Janeiro. I'm sure looking forward more than most to next summer's World Cup. Guarin, now McNelly Torres. Radamel Falcao, pushed away, Falcao again. Alexis Sanchez's game has, again, a super tempo and shape to it. Alexis Sanchez was pulled back. Bravo's block. And in the end, cleared away by Medell. The foul by Carlos Sanchez. It's going to be a Chilean change when they next can. They want to, I think, bring on Pepe Rojas in place of Mauricio Isla. Rojas, another player who played for Sao Paulo at Universidad de Chile, where he won the league title in the Copa Sudamericana a couple of years ago. And now that change can be made by the visiting team. Rojas missed the last 2 games, the matches in September against Venezuela and Spain, because he'd failed a drugs test. He'd taken a banned substance for a back complaint. It was all determined to be fairly innocuous and fairly unintentional, but as a precaution left him out. But now back, he's the captain of his club side, Pepe Rojas, Universidad de Chile. As I say, he played for Sao Paulo there. Central defender. Guarin. Cuadrado. Now Luis Pereira. Mario Yepes. Between them, Yepes, Pereira, 71 years. Here's Gutierrez, just a great chance at 0-0 early on. Gutierrez, James Rodriguez, clever. Here's Falcao, but too near to the Chilean captain Bravo, who quickly looks for the run of Alexis Sanchez. Game wide open, end to end, absorbing watch. Vidal. And a foul by James Rodriguez. Falcao will try and follow up, but the whistle had gone. Falcao went in late, didn't he, there on Vidal. Many talk about Colombia's golden team of the 90s, the Asprilla, the Rincon, the Valderrama team, but look at the players they have out there now, Colombia. It really does bode well. Young players too, the likes of James Rodriguez and Quintero on the bench. They won the under-20s in the Region 2 back in January. Here's Mena for Chile. Valdivia. Dispossessed here, McNally Torres for Colombia. Torreira. Guarin. Now space for Armero to attack. Armero's delivery. And Gutierrez with a touch of the near post. That's been well covered there by the presence of Gary Medel. On the ball for Colombia. Corner taken by James Rodriguez. And it goes, and the header just wide from Falcao. Not his night tonight, as yet. 17 goals in 47 previous caps, not quite the club strike rate he enjoys. Prolific with Porto and then Atletico Madrid, and now it seems with AS Monaco as well. Torreira. Now Carmona for Arturo Vidal. Eduardo Vargas. Vargas with a shot which is easy pickings for Ospina. Very much the first choice at Nice on the Côte d'Azur in the French top division. Armero here with a push. He's on a yellow card too, the number 7 for Colombia. Just get the sense there may well be a red card in this game, given the relative abandon with which De Oliveira flashed the yellow card in the first period. Marcos Gonzalez. Pepe Rojas. Vidal. Carmona. Vidal's pass is ambitious but does find Medel. It's Gonzalo Jara. Chilean keep ball. The coaching staff of Chile made a very unusual announcement this week. They've already named 18 players who, if fit, will go to the World Cup. Only 5 places, they say, are up for grabs still. This is, of course, before it even guaranteed qualification, but there you go. Sampaoli, not a conventional coach, but a very popular one with the Chileans, that's for sure. There's Cuadrado. Mario Yepes for Colombia. First half an hour brought 3 goals, the second half an hour no more so far. This is Arturo Vidal, called late, but play goes on. And goes Torreira, there's McNally Torres. Cuadrado. Gutierrez stays in play too here with Gutierrez. James Rodriguez, bounce awkward. There's the powerful Falcao, it's Vidal away. Yepes back in. Colombia haven't as yet got that launch pad goal to set the comeback in motion, but they have been kept at arm's length in the second half thus far. But here's the hat-trick hunting Alexis Sanchez, tugged back by Mario Yepes. Alexis Sanchez, now Vargas. Valdivia. Rojas. Pereira dispossesses Valdivia fairly. No Cuadrado for Pereira, but a task in keeping with Colombia's display so far. One of those games where you do wonder how it's been, if Chile been too good or if Colombia been just well below par, but I think there's no denying this has been a very, very good Chilean performance. Colombia's tremendous defence in this qualifying cycle has been absolutely put to the sword so far. Rojas. There's the sandwich there in a three-way Colombian attack on him. Three players came in from various sides. There's going to be a substitution made just now. It will be Gian Beausejour of England's second division, Wigan, coming on here for Valdivia. Beausejour among those 18, as Valdivia is too, already told they will go to the World Cup if fit. Beausejour's 54th cap. FA Cup winner with the Latics in Lancashire, England last season. Both teams have one more change left open to them. Here's Pepe Rojas. Beausejour. Mena throws in here for Gian Beausejour. Pereira on by Rodriguez towards Gutierrez. Here's Yepes. Now Freddy Guarin tries to thread the ball through to Radamel Falcao. Medel took a risk, and his ankle's clipped by Teofilo Gutierrez, who may get a card here too for that missed-time tackle. It was clumsy. I don't think there's any great malice in it. Gary Medel yet to be sent off for Cardiff, though. In the last year he was sent off for club and country some 5 times. And here's the player they call the Pitbull, or the Chilean Gattuso. Sanchez, Alexis Sanchez, no way beyond Pereira, and there's going to be a free kick. No, not given. A couple of shouts there, turned down by Paulo de Oliveira. I think Sanchez feels that 1 or 2 tackles are just overstepping the mark on him here. Again, there you saw the number 14 Pereira, who has been, let's say, rather good at giving away free kicks in this match so far. This is Gian Beausejour. Carlos Carmona. Arturo Vidal taken out by Yepes. Yellow card coming too for the skipper. Mario Yepes here will get his 7th yellow card of this World Cup qualifying campaign. And here needs to keep his temper, which has always been fiery, in check. Yellow card, Mario Yepes. As I say, 7th yellow card of the qualifiers. He served 3 suspensions, now 1 card away from another one. No surprise was a card shown for that. Does Vidal or Carmona fancy this? It's what, 30 yards out, maybe more than that. Arturo Vidal, who can pack a punch. Just leaves this one alone to, I think, Carmona. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in the box here or around the box for Chile. It's taken by Carlos Carmona. James Rodriguez. Card coming here for Carmona as well. Another yellow card from the rather card-happy referee from Brazil. Make it being the 6th caution of the match so far. James Rodriguez, dispossessed by Vidal now. He sets Eduardo Vargas away here. Armero. Magnelli Torres. Pablo Armero here for Colombia. That'll be a corner. They claim a handball actually against Carmona here. He says chest. Oh, a second yellow card here. He's off. Carlos Carmona, who's just been cautioned, is now going to be shown a second yellow card and a red as well. 2 yellow cards in what, a minute if that, for Carlos Carmona, and he's been sent off for deliberate handball, which I think is pretty harsh. When a referee shows the card with such easy abandon as Paulo de Oliveira has tonight, there's always going to be sendings off, and well, the arms are up, but is that deliberate? Is that a yellow card offence? It is a second yellow. It is a red for Carlos Carmona, and Chile 3 up, but now down to 10. The game has just swung back now with a quarter to play into Colombia's favour. Carmona gets his red card and is sent off, which I think for me that second yellow is extremely harsh. Here comes the last change for Chile. They want to bring on a defensive midfield player to replace Carmona. They're going to, I think, turn to Francisco Silva. Colombia's last change here sees Carlos Baca Carmona, a striker. He's with Sevilla in Spain. And it'll be Vargas sacrificed here for Francisco Silva for Chile. So both teams now have made or about to make their final changes. Vargas, the player to be withdrawn here. Still, Chile argue over that card. And I think Vargas here is being told to leave the field rather more quickly than he is. So no 5th successive qualifying game with a goal for Eduardo Vargas. He's replaced by the much more defensive Francisco Silva of Osasuna, coming on to reach double figures in caps, his 10th tonight. Neither of those told he will be going to Brazil if fit, and he'll be in the squad for next summer, one of those 18 names already selected, pre-selected. In by Freddy Guarin here, they're queuing up at the far post. Oh, and a good save with the legs by Bravo there. Effective enough, if unorthodox. Here's James Rodriguez. He goes down to Silva's challenge. Nothing given. Oh, Gutierrez! Back in the game! Swept in to make it 3-1 now. Colombia have a goal back. It was Rodriguez who went down. It comes to Teofilo Gutierrez here, who finishes. And 3-0 becomes 3-1. No penalty play went on here. Armero's assist, Gutierrez to finish. That's his 6th qualifying goal. And just a glimmer of hope now for Colombia in this match. They're back to within 2 goals of Chile. The 11 men now are back with a 2-goal deficit to chase. It can be done. I did say just how crucial the way the next goal went was in terms of how the match might unfold. That will give Colombia, with an extra man of course, real belief. And you can see there Sampaoli furious for that red card decision, which I will say looked extraordinarily harsh. Here's Beausejour. Corner ball to Chile, but when you have a referee who does show yellow cards for the most trivial of matters, so often it does give you a situation where players will get sent off. I'm sure that Mr. De Oliveira has had his best game tonight. Colombia 1, Chile 3, 20 minutes to play. Into Ospina's hands, and now the quick throw will set Colombia away again here now. Here's Almero. Baca. And here that change confirmed for you. Sanchez off, replaced by Carlos Baca. Here is Baca into Falcao. Baca goes again. And here's Gutierrez ahead of the goalkeeper too. Gutierrez still. There was, I think, a flag for offside. Nadal says, look at the shirt pulling. This has been, for the neutral, a really enjoyable qualifier. And maybe the twists, the turns aren't done just yet. If Colombia score again, then this place will be unbearable. Baca and Vidal had a set two just now. So to Silva with Baca. Baca, by the way, was the top scorer in Belgium last year. He was the Belgian League Player of the Year in his time at Club Brugge. Moved for €30 million to Sevilla in the summer window. And he has a couple of goals in La Liga this season. Here's Almero. Yepes. Guarin. Gutierrez was caught late there. He's still down injured. Play will go on here with Freddy Guarin. Looking for Cuadrado here, who finds him too. Flag stays down. Cuadrado's cross. Oh, Falcao's been pushed, has he? Here's James Rodriguez. He's gone down too. Penalty. He just felt he was always going to give that, the referee. Didn't give the first, but boy did he give the second. And Colombia now do believe yellow card shown to Silva in the middle of all that. The referee has shown the game's second penalty kick. This one for Colombia. Silva's yellow card confirmed. They know a point will do. And this would get them back to just 1 goal behind in what has been, it must be said, a tremendous qualifier in Barranquilla between two very good teams. Here's the push on James Rodriguez. It looked pretty harsh. He earlier in that move turned down one for a foul on Falcao, which I think was the more likely foul. Not the referee's best night, it must be said tonight, Paulo de Oliveira. But Radamel Falcao, €45 million worth of attacking talent. Can here blast Colombia to within 1 goal of a first World Cup appearance since 1998. What a match. What stakes. Two really stellar squads as well, of which this man shines as bright as any. For Colombia, from 12 yards, for a real glimpse of the World Cup, it's Radamel Falcao! And 3-0 becomes 3-2. This is a major Colombian comeback. They are rallying, they are fighting, they are looking to seal their place at the World Cup tonight, here and now in Barranquilla. Falcao, power, placement, precision. 1 from parity, 2-3 on the scoreboard now in Colombia. Well taken. That's what your money buys. Terrific game. Really terrific game. Here's Armero. Baca. Freddy Guarín. Guarín with Vidal. Breaks for McNally Torres here. Armero. Cross blocked by Jara. I'll go back and say again, I think the red card for Carmona, which may well be the turning point, was extremely harsh. It's a soft penalty too, that one won by Rodriguez. In goes the corner. This is Pablo Armero. James Rodriguez. Now Bosajor leads the Chilean counter. No one there in a red shirt now. Every Chilean hand to the defensive pump, with 14 minutes plus stoppage time left to play in bouncing Barranquilla in Colombia. Cuadrado. Carlos Baca. Freddy Guarín. Guarín stops Sanchez and sets off now and finds James Rodriguez. In goes the cross. Falcao's header. Knocking on the door. This will go down, I'm sure, as one of the great qualifiers in this World Cup cycle. Two teams who, if they do get there, and they probably both will absolutely grace Brazil. The challenge will come from this continent big time. And these two will be at the very vanguard of that push for the World Cup title. Bosajor. Guarín. It's Radamel Falcao fouled by Marcos Gonzalez. Guarín. Now Luis Pereira. Guarín hit high and long and much too near to Bravo with 12 minutes to play. A little less than that, plus stoppage time. Sanchez with Yepes on a yellow card, which I think is the point being made there by Arturo Vidal to the referee. Vidal. Yepes clear. And Pereira, or rather Guarín, in very strongly. Yellow card coming for Guarín too. Well, every foul does not have to be a yellow card. It's, I think, pretty much Guarín's first foul of the match. It was a pretty heavy one, but every foul has pretty much brought a yellow card with it. Free kick, which I think Vidal fancies, with 10 minutes to play. And 4-2 in Colombia for the last World Cup at this stage of the qualifying group to book their place in South Africa. And lightning strike twice on Colombian soil. Arturo Vidal's free kick is disappointing and always rising. Off goes Armero. Beausejour. Now Guarín. Gutierrez felt he was being held. Referee agrees with him. Free kick taken a little too swiftly for the liking of Mr. De Oliveira. 10 minutes to save it, to get that point to guarantee a place in Brazil next summer for Colombia. Even defeat here might be enough should the Uruguay-Ecuador game being played right now finish in a win for either team. Cuadrado's ball in. Now Armero's shot blocked. Falcao tees up Baca. Baca through the bodies. Well, there will be, I'm sure, chances in the last few minutes. This one skipping wide from Carlos Baca. 2 goals in 5 caps before tonight. Pereira. Here's Falcao, strong play, good play. Falcao, James Rodriguez, goalkeeper comes, penalty surely, given. Bravo, rash, clumsy, and yellow carded himself for the foul here. James Rodriguez wins a second penalty for his team, and the game's third. And that looked for me pretty clear cut. Rodriguez here poleaxed by Bravo. That's a penalty all day, all night long, anywhere in the world. Blatant. Bravo, the skipper, on James Rodriguez. What a match. What a match this has been. It'll be Falcao again. Takes a moment here to compose himself and to get that head right. From 3-0 down, Colombia looking to get back to 3-3, and the point, the parity, which would mean a place in Brazil and the World Cup for the first time in 16 years next summer. On Falcao's expensive shoulders rests a nation's long World Cup wait. The focus, the concentration. Falcao buries it, and that might well be the goal to earn the point that books the place in Brazil for Colombia. Barranquilla, at 3 down, they didn't believe. Now they can't believe what they're seeing. Falcao's second successful penalty. He'll get a card too for the shirt removal too, which will mean he will miss the last qualifier against Paraguay, I'm sure of that. But 3-0 down to 3 apiece. This Colombian team under Peckerman have spirit, have resolve, and maybe now have the goal and the point to qualify them for the World Cup. Radamel Falcao. Cometh the hour, cometh the talisman. The World Cup needs superstars. Superstars like this man, Radamel Falcao. What a match. Just listen. Listen and savour. Atmosphere when they were 1 down, 2 down and 3 down. It went flat, it went quiet, but right now, Barranquilla's party town. One of the most remarkable games this World Cup qualifying cycle on any continent. Alexis Sanchez caught here by Armero, who's on a yellow card himself. A game which has had literally everything. A red card, 3 penalties, 6 goals, and still to play 5 more minutes. McNally Torres. Silva here for Beausejour. They can win this, Colombia. They know they can win this. Here goes Gutierrez. Have you ever seen a qualifier or any game like this one? At half-time, Colombia dead and buried. 3-0 down. And now they stand on the cusp of the World Cup finals. Pereira with Sanchez. Still no card for him. Bizarre. The man who's made the most fouls of the entire game has not got a yellow card. A point which I'm sure is being rammed home now by Alexis Sanchez. That has to be a booking. One of the great games. It may well have more to give. More twists, more drama in what remains. In by Silva, away by of all people Falcao. This is Gian Beausejour out of play. Chile can complete the job when they entertain Ecuador in Santiago on Tuesday, so both these teams should qualify. Two teams who will give so much for the World Cup next year. Who will fancy taking on a team with a Falcao and a Sanchez? Not many, I'd wager. Colombian keep ball, they know the point would be sufficient, but can they sign off here with a remarkable win? Showing too much ambition to go and get that win, it must be said. Teofilo Gutierrez, he got the goal to spark the fight back at 3-1. Now Luis Pereira. Yepes, change of pace there from the 37-year-old. McNally Torres. It's a game which I'm sure will go down into Colombian football folklore. The night when the Lost Cause became the night when they sealed passage. 3-0 down to 3-3. I'm sure that Chile will look back and argue long and hard about the red card for Carmona, which was a turning point. Make no mistake about that. That was the game's fulcrum, the moment about which this game hinged. Then came 3 rapid-fire goals. There'll be 3 more minutes to play, by the way. Additional time there. The ball from the fourth official, Wilson Seneme, says we'll play on for 3 more minutes. This is Freddy Guarin. Looking for Baca. Here is Carlos Baca. This is McNelly Torres back. This game really does personify why the world loves this sport so much. Nothing is predictable, nothing is easy, nothing's a given. Even a 3-0 half-time lead can be whittled away in the most dramatic fashion. This has been the case here. What a contest. Colombia know a point will do, hence the keep ball and reluctance to go forward. The tame end to what's been an absorbing contest, this. This is Pereira. Move to lose the ball. I'm sure Chile will feel they can get the job done on home soil in Santiago on Tuesday. And the Ecuadorians, El Tri, come to town. Final minute and a half of stoppage time. This is Luis Pereira. Torres. Cuadrado. McNelly Torres. Pereira. Torres. Here is McNelly Torres. The game's dying embers. Has been a long way to a very dark time in the Colombian game's history. 16 years since that golden generation, the team of Valderrama, of Freddy Rincon, of Adolfo Valencia, Faustino Asprilla. But now this new team in the gold shirts are at the World Cup for the first time since '98. Peckerman lifted shoulder high after one of the great qualifiers. At half-time, 3-0 down, and back they came. 3 goals to earn the point to book their place in Brazil. What a contest! It's a famous night for Colombia. They're going to the World Cup. The full-time score is the fireworks sound here in Barranquilla. It ends Colombia 3, Chile 3. What a game!
Setanta.